One of the main things I love about GoHighLevel is its automation feature. So this is the workflows in which people come in and then come in via forms or messages, whatever you want them to. And then you can send out SMSs, emails, you can move them around workflows, you can change the opportunity status, you can get appointments set, you can send them out one-time links for payment, you can put them on courses, into communities. There's so much that you can do with a workflow, and I'm going to jump in it and show you some of those features. So let's move across into here. So this is my workflow, and here's my workflow list that you can see. And just down here is my, it's in the automation. So you can see here, I've got a few here that I've been playing around with, but I really want to just open up a new one. So create new, just up there. And then from here, you've got several in which you can do. Some of the main ones that you can use is the recipe for the appointment confirmation and reminder there. And then we got this one here for a auto missed call text back should you be using a telephone number within GoHighLevel or within the system. You got birthday templates. There's so many here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start from scratch. So continue up here. Now, once you go in, you can see that there is a trigger setting at the top, and this is where you select your trigger. If you can't quite see it, then just click on the screen and drag it around because it might just be up here until you can. And then I'm just going to click on add trigger. And then here is all the triggers that I can add. So if you're using trigger links just here when you get a bit more advanced, you can do that. Customer replied is a good one. So if I press customer replied, and here I can say if they replied using reply channel just there, and Facebook Messenger. So if they reply via Facebook Messenger, then I can respond here. So this is my response. Here I can respond with a Facebook Messenger as well. I love that. Let me just remove this. So click on this now and delete this just here, back to here. And also the main one in which we use more than anything else is form. So form submitted, I can do here, select form is, and then my download form that I've got on a few pages that when someone clicks on it, they ask for a download. So the next one here, I can do email, send email, and then in here I can fill out all the information. So this is just the name of what I want it. My from name, which would just be Chris, what it would be my business, Marketing Botics. And then from email address, and again, I would just do Chris at Marketing Botics. My subject line is here is your download. And then templates there. And then the message, yeah, hi. Then I can use a custom field just up here, contact, first name, just there. And then thanks for your interest. Here is your download. Thanks, Chris. Now, most people add in a load of logos and everything. I don't. I like to keep this nice and simple so it doesn't get caught by any spam filters, or I help avoid it. Just in there. Actually, I'm not going to have my number for this bit. Just in there, so you can see that. And the great thing about here is the contact first name here is a custom field, which means that it changes for the person. So when they fill in their first name in the form, it brings it into the system. It looks at the name against their contact and it adds there. And there's so many more I can add. I can add first name and last name. Full name, first name, last name, just there. Download. I can say here, can I check that we have your number right? And again, just doing this just to prove a point there. And I can say I want contact phone there. And then it puts their phone number in there as well. Once I've done, I just need to save this action. And then I've got that there. Now what I can do is I can add a wait here. So wait there. So wait is 1 day. If I hit save, you can see it says that there. What I can do is I can change that out so I can see what it is. So wait 1 day. like this email here, I can name it. So here's your download. So this is email 1 download, and then I can see that there. And then, so there's many things I can add there. And what I can do is I can go a bit advanced here. So what I can do is I can add a if else. So if else just there. And then what I can do is I can add certain parameters. So workflow trigger here is whatever I want it to be if I have a trigger there. Contact is active in. If they're active in another workflow, then I can do that there. Events, I got nothing for events. Setup. So let's just say is if they've had an appointment before, so or referred by. So source, let's go for source here. So is if I put here Facebook, and then I can add another branch here, and again say source Facebook, source Insta, and again this is just an example of what I'm going to show you. Time and date. Source is Instagram. Okay, and save action. So what I got now is that gets to here, and if the original source that they came into my system is via Facebook, then that way, Insta that way. What I should do is, because this is a form, I should say that this should be source is website. Just there. Save. Now, as you can see just here, this hasn't saved there. So my branches, I've named my branches. This one hasn't named. There. So if they found the form on Facebook, it's there, source, Insta there, or the website there, and then it goes down and you can add more emails just here. I can add another email, or if I want to keep the parameters, I can just copy this one, place it here, and then I can just change this email to Facebook route. And then I can say follow up from download. And then I can add the text, whatever I want it to be just there. So as you can see, by doing that, it's kept in my from name and my from email, just to make things easy. I can set those in here. So what I'm going to do before I click the up here, I'm just going to save it. It's not live until you press up here. But if I go to settings here, there's a couple of things I can do. My sender details, I can add my sender details into here, which means I don't have to fill it in every email. I can just leave that bit blank and it will pick it up from here. The other one is you've got your time zone settings here and stop on response. So if I click this here, it means that should they ever respond to an email that I'm sending out or a text message, then they will stop in that workflow and stop receiving the emails going out, which is good. Because if they message you back and say, yeah, I'd like to book an appointment, and you book that, but then it doesn't remove them from that workflow, they're going to get more emails saying, hey, let's have an appointment when they've already got one, which can be confusing. There are other ways to get them removed, but this is one of the easiest ones to stop those emails going out. And allow re-entry. So what this is good for is it means that if they have left your workflow, they can go back into your workflow. So if they wanted to download that download again a bit later, they can. Now, they can't re-enter it if they are in it. So if you've got like 10 steps over 10 days, and they downloaded it on a Monday, and then they try and download it again on a Thursday, they won't go into it because they can only go into it one at a time, basically. So they can't go back into it until they come back out of it. So that helps there. So that's our builder. There's so much that you can do with it going forwards. As I said, you can move them around. So let's just say in here, if they land in the website, I'm going to do opportunity. So create an update opportunity just here. So I'm going to move them to the sales and to the book to call. As I said, just say opportunity name here. I'm just going to put their contact name. So it's going to be their full name. there. That's the opportunity name. The source I'm going to leave blank, or I can basically just put the source I had before, which is in contact. Scroll all the way down. It is here somewhere. There's a source button there somewhere. If I there we go, contact source. And then lead value, if I want to give this a value, so moving them into book a call, I know to me they are worth £1,000. So I'm going to add that there, and then I'm going to turn this to open. You always tend to need to have a status when you do a move opportunity. You need to give them a status, and generally always it is set to open. Couple of buttons down here allow for duplicates and remove and move in any previous stage. What these means is the duplicate basically is if they are in, let's say, completed because they brought a product, they can't go back into the pipeline, into your opportunities, I should say, into your opportunities, which is obviously we talk about in another video, unless you have duplicates, because it can only be in your opportunities once. So if you have duplicates, then they'll stay in one and create another one in booked call. If you select this one here, and as you see, you can't have them both on at the same time. It says, nope, can't do that. So have this one here. It means it will take the one that is in one and move it back into your book a call status. So let me just show you where that is. What I mean by that is if I just go to opportunities just here in my sales. So here, so if they are in brought, let's just say, so Rebecca is in brought. Now Rebecca comes back in to book a call. If she's in if I don't have anything set, then nothing will happen. If I have duplicate set, then it will go all the way back to, if I have duplicate set, then it will create another one back here. If I can go back previous steps, then this one here will come back to here. So you just need to think about how you want to use it, whether you want to keep people in brought and have duplicates, or whether you only want to have them in once. Maybe you got no brought column, maybe you're in negotiate, and then suddenly they're like, can you resend me the proposal? So you actually do want this just to go back into here. Or maybe you got a call set up here and it says book a call, attended, didn't attend, didn't buy. So they move into didn't attend, and then later on, once they re-signed up for a new call, they go back into book a call. So there's several things that you can do. But that is the basics of automation in how to use it for what you want. So as you can see, I didn't name it. So let me just find the right one here. Still called new workflow. So let me change this to form trigger with if else. So I know what it is. Brilliant. Click off it and then press the save button just there. So much more you can do with it. Just have a look at the triggers. The trigger options down here when you're clicking on trigger will be very different to when you press the plus button down here for actions. And I said there's so much more in which you can do to make that work. So give that a go. See how you get on, and if you need any help, as always, reach out to me. GoHighLevel is a phenomenal piece of software. The power that it has within workflows and automations is brilliant for lead generation. So it means that if you are trying to make money via offering lead generation services, what you can do is you can set up the Facebook ads for them using a third-party plugin in GoHighLevel, and then you can create the forms directly in Facebook as your Facebook lead magnets, or you can have them go into a web page with a form in which they can complete something, and then they can go into the system, into the workflow, and get all that information that you promised with a follow-up campaign to nurture them. And when they're ready to buy from you or ready to book, you can automate the booking process, or you can set a manual action, a manual task in order to be reminded that you need to give them a call.